happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have a great time. I'm going to turn the microphone over to our mayor, and he will open things up. Enjoy.
Good evening, and welcome to our annual St. Patrick's Day celebration this evening. Very pleased to say that we are officially kicking off the season of Chris Siciliano here. So let's give Chris a big round of applause and raise our glasses to him for the years of volunteerism that he's done here. I wish I had my glass, Chris. Before we get started on Chris for this evening, I want to thank a few people, Jen Nordstrom and Mike Patrico, for planning this fantastic event. Thank you to the current council. I have Deputy Mayor Margie Donlin and council members Rob Achera, Dr. David Fisher, and Kelly Terry. Rob and Dave, can you come up here, please? Let's go, gentlemen. These are the men that are on the team, but really it's the women behind us that make this team what it is today. So you know what? They can't be here tonight because Kelly is with Kenny Pickett Jr. this weekend at his bachelor party. So you know what? We gave her a pass. And Dr. Donlin is with her daughter doing a ski competition. And you know what? It's all about family first, and you know what? I'm glad that the ladies are out there, but when they get back here, they are totally behind this group here. And you know what? I thank them for being involved with us. So let's give them all a round of applause. I want to thank a few of our elected guests that are here this evening. I've got Senator Gopal, who will be in here shortly. I've got Assemblywomen Piperno and Ulner that are here. Where are you, Assemblywomen? They're out there. I've got Commissioner Director Tommy Arnaud. Where are you, Mr. Monmouth? And Commissioner Ross LaCitra, the two best commissioners in the county, probably in the state. Where are you guys? Are they at the bar? I want to thank Jim Mack. Jim Mack, where are you? From our veterans group. Jim, tell you what, every time we have a veterans event, Jim is out there and he is planning and has it already set for the memorial for our veterans on April 22nd at 11 a.m. So I'm hoping that people can come out here and support Jim and all our veterans for all that they've done for this great country. So Jim, we give you a big round of applause. Thank you, Jim. And let's not forget our past Deputy Mayor, Richard Long. Where are you, Richie? I'll tell you what, that was the best dressed councilman we ever had. Trust me, there's nobody better dressed than Richie Long. So we have some sponsors, and of course over the year, Mike and Jen continue to develop many events for the township, such as tonight, the St. Patrick's Day celebration. These events not only take a lot of preparation, but they also cost this township money. And there are a few corporate sponsors that I want to thank that have generously given to the Township of Ocean over the years because of their relationships, not only with me, but our predecessors like Mayor Chris Siciliano and Mayors Larkin before us. They've created those relationships, and people want to continue to give money to this township so that we can continue these great events. I want to thank Senator Vin Gopal, who has generously donated for our Easter egg hunt, which will take place in a few weeks. And everybody in this room can thank him for one thing tonight, and that's the open bar that you got here. So let's thank the Senator. I want to thank Robbie Silverstein and Middlebrook for always supporting our Super Senior Luncheon. I want to thank Gino DeLomo tonight and Shrewsbury Volkswagen, who just handed me a check for $2,500 for the community celebration. Thank you, Gino. Gino, where are you? Stand up, please. Come on, you got to stand up, bro. stand up, and we're trying to tell him to stand up. We've got... You can stay there, Rob. I got to thank my company, A&M Power Washing, for also sponsoring, our county clerk and resident, Christine Hamlin, for her donation. We have NCON, Nelson and Fromer, and of course, the Italian American Association for their generous donation. So let's give them all a big round of applause. This evening I wanted to change it up a bit, and I wanted to announce our honorees for the Mayor's Charity Ball. I'll give it a plug tonight because I think that it's a really important event. It will be held on May 6th at the prestigious Deal Golf and Country Club, and we hold it there because it's beautiful, and actually a piece of it is part of the Township of Ocean. So this year and this night will be a Kentucky Derby theme, which fittingly is on the Kentucky Derby. So we're really excited. When we planned this thing about 18 months ago, we didn't know the date, and it just so happened that it fell on that. I want to thank some of our sponsors this evening that have made it possible for us to raise and potentially reach our goal of $50,000. I want to thank Patty Engler from Deal Lake Bar and Company and Maurice Sicaria from Paramount Realty for their $10,000 sponsorships to this event. As most of you know, and I've announced this many times, Chris Siciliano, our former mayor, will be receiving the Award for Excellence for his many years of volunteerism in the Township of Ocean. But there are two other categories that we are filling in that are also going to be the night of the ball. We have our Landmark Business Award, which is going to go to Stavola Realty Company in the Ocean Plaza, where many people shop at the Wegmans Plaza. The reason for this award is pretty simple. I've been looking up and down the Route 35 corridor. It's clean, it's well maintained, and it's continually updated, and it looks great for an older shopping center in our southern quadrant of Ocean Township. Part of the goal of this council is to look at the Route 35 corridor and see ways that we can possibly look to improve it and make our township look even better over the next 5 years. The final award that we're going to be giving out on the evening of the Mayor's Charity Ball is the Community Leader Award. And the reason why I didn't want to let anybody know this one either is very simple. I don't want to let these two know what I was doing tonight. So, of course, it makes it a little bit more fun for me as well. There are two people in this room right now that don't say no to a thing that they're asked, including Chris. And I have to tell you something right now that I can assure you, now that Chris is not here as mayor, there are no more streets, no more buildings, no more parks, and no more fields left to name, thanks to Chris. So these two that I'm going to honor at the Mayor's Charity Ball, you can figure out who you are. And we have to figure out ways to keep ourselves busy this summer because, you know what, we don't have anything left to name. So as I start to turn the program over so that we can honor Chris, I want to let Mike Patrico and Jen Nordstrom know that you two are going to be receiving the Community Leader Award from this council and mayor, Jen and Mike. That's why you got 2 tickets to come to the Mayor's Charity Ball this year. They're two of the greatest, and that's why you've got all these events in the Township of Ocean. Thank you, Jen and Mike. Come on up here.
I was pretty surprised to get that.
I always, you know what? It was landing my eyes.
I knew that's why.
So it was landing my eyes.
All right, fantastic. Love surprises. Yeah, it was actually our turn to speak, but we are a little speechless right now, right? But thank you so much.
It's been an honor working with everybody, in this room. So, we're going to continue the good work underneath, the mayor and council here today. And Chris, wow, you know, it's been a hell of 3 years with you, let me tell you. But it's been a lot of fun. So, you know, so thanks a lot for everything. And I hope everyone has a blast. And honestly, I couldn't do this without her. You know, she is amazing at these special events. All I do is support it. And I think that's what we do as a Township of Motion, and we'll continue to do so. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Was to actually honor you, Chris, from Mike and I, because a few years back now, I was hired to do special events, and I was told 5 events. Congratulations, you've got the job, you got to do 5 events. And that quickly, you know, a couple meetings with you turned into maybe 2-3 events a month, if we were lucky. So it's been a lot of fun. I've always loved those phone calls. Hey Jen, I have an idea, or hey Jen, you know what I was thinking? I would listen. I'd always ask, but does the council know? Then I would walk into Mike's office and say, the mayor just called. And Mike would lean back in his chair, blink a few times, say, what do you think? Let's make it happen, and off we went. So it was always a good time. We love your challenges. We certainly are going to miss it, but maybe we'll be able to breathe and rest and see our families. From drive-in movies to drive-in concerts, runaway horses at the Christmas tree lighting, to standing on ladders and lighting kerosene lanterns on a 10-foot giant menorah, golf outings in the freezing rain to golf outings on a beautiful spring morning where you and Mike had to teach me where I could and could not ride the golf carts on the golf course. Touching Memorial Day ceremonies to crazy football field dedications with Steelers fans on a 100-degree day in July, followed by another crazy field dedication a few months later with the very best of the Raider Nation fans. Touching memorials in the park for an ocean great like Dr. Rouge to bringing back one of the biggest and best fall fest in years. And although those are just a few of the things we will always remember you for, we can't forget those ribbon cuttings. He loves ribbon cuttings. In doing all these events, Mike and I quickly found out 2 things about you. 1, you love a good ribbon cutting, so therefore we would like to give you this first gift. We officially name you King of Ribbon Cuttings. He actually has a pair in his car, so I'm hoping he passes them on. Okay, he is ready for a ribbon cutting.
He had a death grip on that one.
Yeah.
Get up here, Chris, come on.
Yeah, come on up, The second thing that you absolutely love is a microphone. So we also would like to present you with this King of the Mic trophy. Take a good look at it. Be careful. Don't handle it like by the mic, peek by the base. Good. Because as you'll notice, it's a very special trophy. It didn't come from a trophy store, just like all the different things we have made for you. We also made this very special trophy with our John Plank and Brad Andrews. This should remind you of a few things when you look at it, that the things our department has made for you. Like Santa's coming. We need a giant Santa chair. Done. Hometown heroes are walking across the stage. We need more stairs. Done. Halloween movies being shown. Let's make it spooky. Done. Golf outing is coming. We need a chef to barbecue. No problem, I'll call my son. We need parking attendants. No problem, I'll get my husband. Mayor, you asked and we made it happen and it was so much fun. I'm now going to pass the mic to Mike Patrico to present our final gift from the Recreation Department.
That was beautiful.
So, thank you, Jen, and I honestly couldn't put into words any better than what she did. These past few years, like I mentioned before, it's been a blast. It's been a wild ride, a ton of work, and I wouldn't trade it all for the world. It was definitely. I worked for a lot of towns, and there was nothing like this. So it was remarkable to see the mayor's sometimes questionable ideas come to life in such a special way. I might be biased by saying this, but I'm yet to be proved wrong. Nobody puts on better events or throws better parties than here in Ocean Township, and we could all thank Chris for this. So thank you. and Jen, because they set the bar so high for us, and we want to continue doing each event bigger and better for the community here in Ocean. So I'm proud to work here, and I know we'll feel the same way. So we have one more. Yeah, we're tired. So we have one more gift to send, Mayor. Everyone in this room knows the love you have for golf and William F. Larkin Golf Course. So here's a lifetime membership card that will allow you to play as many free rounds of golf that you want. As you do know, you can buy this card too. And I'll keep this back coming for you year to year, but just do me one favor. Pull ahead and make a tea time.
All right, I'm going to admit, having those two is like having a genie in a bottle, right? Everything Jen and Mike said was true. I mean, we had a few events, I said it'd be nice to keep these things going, let's add a few more, and I figured, got this young rebellion guy, Mike over here, we got this enthusiastic Jen, so this is going to really be good, and young, and beautiful. And they, I'll tell you, like she said, they stepped up. Whatever my whim was, crazy whim, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, but I got a great idea. And Johnny, by the way, that microphone should be for Johnny, but I accept I do. On my bottom drawer on the right, I tell you, I left you a little manual there. There's some more stuff to name out there. I left a couple slivers of lots and stuff. You gotta be imaginative, John. This is great. Now, I told Dave, he said, hey, do you have a speech written down? I said, you know what? I never had a speech written down ever as mayor. Not that it was a good thing, but I just went anyway. I said, this time, Dave, now that I'm not mayor and I don't have to worry about this, and I wrote something down. So, bread, milk, eggs, brown hair dye, and cat food, vodka, lemons. What is this, Lisa? Hang on. I'm going to have to go without a speech again. I'm going to say this event here was one of our biggest and best events always. This started about 25, 30 years ago, and this was the prelude to our Memorial Day parade, basically. Marty Arbus, who's here now, my mother was also, they're on this committee, and they're on the very first Chamber of Commerce team. Remember that, Marty, back then? Chamber of Commerce were our one and only sponsor for this event. Think about that back then. Now we're so fortunate. We have Gino, we have Silverstein's, we have Paramount. We have all these people, Burke, that keep giving and making all these events possible. Back then, it was just that, and we had a very enthusiastic councilwoman working under Terry Weldon who wanted all these great events. Really, they had two big events. It was Memorial Day, 4th of July. And Mary Pat Napolitano, I should mention her name because she's the one who put this together. It was a hard act to follow. Then when we got Jen and Mike, whoo, game changer. Those two stepped up, and everything that they said that I asked them to do, they did and more. And I couldn't appreciate working with them more. Working with you guys, Dave, John, Rob, you guys were great to work with. I picked these guys to run with me for a reason, because I knew they had the town's best interest at heart, and they would do the best job for us. And so I'm really glad that you guys are here. You're going to continue this program going forward, continue the town events. People love it, and we get a lot out of this. And I thank you guys all for being here tonight. And it's such an honor to be honored to be on this side of the ball for a change. I have to scratch my head and think of who we're going to honor this year. Now, you know, the outgoing mayor, that's easy target, man. Just, we'll give him something, and then we'll pick on some other folks. So it's great. Thank you guys all for coming, and thank you guys all for being here and joining us. Good stuff.
Thank you to not only Mayor Chris Siciliano, but also our Monmouth County Superintendent of Elections. So, I gotta say, Ocean Township does bring it out here. I would also recognize Bob Lane, a councilman from Neptune. Bob, where are you? And Ocean Township graduate. We got Michael Evans, former councilman in the back. Michael, where are you? And one in Nassau Fire Department. And our newest, I want to say, Veterans Liaison, Mike Palutis. Mike, where are you, Mike? Mike, I'll tell you what, he's going to do a lot for the veterans for us over here at Ocean Township, and I got to tell you something. I thank you, Mike, and Jim for all you guys do. Thank you again. Let's give them a big round of applause. So we have a few more presentations for our former mayor here, Chris Siciliano. So let's start off with, I believe, our assemblywomen, Piperno and Ulner. Please come up to the microphone, ladies. Oh, my wife finally got here? You hear that, Bob? Bob and Arlene, you know what? I told her 6:45 we were starting. I should have lied. I should have told her we were starting at 6.
Well, it's quite a treat and an honor for us as your 1 year and a few months in Assembly representatives to be here celebrating not only St. Patrick's Day, as we did last year, so thank you for that, but a very special gentleman, if we do say so ourselves. Ocean, we say it all the time, and it's very earnest and sincere. You guys, Ocean Township, you are so lucky. It's a big area, but your hometown feeling is unbelievable. And you really have to thank your mayor, your council, for always putting town, community, and people first. We were brand new, we knew nothing, and the kindness and inclusion that mayor and the whole county shared to us and just provided was, we'll never forget it. We thank you, and you really always welcome us, and we will always do our best in return for that gratitude and kindness. So it's a pleasure to be here. Congratulations on your newest endeavor. And, you know, maybe you'll get the opportunity to spend the next couple of years naming grandkids. So cheers to that. We do have a resolution we'd like to read. Do you need glasses, darling?
I have them. Good evening, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And it is an honor to be here. This prestigious accolade attests to the immeasurable contributions Chris Siciliano has made in his community throughout his nearly 20 years in public service. He represented the people of Ocean Township with the utmost distinction as mayor, an outstanding tenure marked by the introduction of more than 50, that's 50, programs and initiatives which have immeasurably enhanced the quality of his fellow residents, including the annual Christmas tree and menorah lightings, the Super Senior Luncheon, and the Open Space Trust Fund. A lifelong resident of Ocean Township and an experienced real estate professional, he is further admired and appreciated as a consummate volunteer who has given generously of his time and energies as Little League and wrestling coach, and as an enthusiastic member of the Shade Tree Committee, Environmental Committee, Planning Board, and more. It is altogether proper and fitting for this House to pause in its deliberations to acknowledge Chris Siciliano and praise his steadfast efforts on behalf of the people of Ocean Township, Monmouth County, and the state. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the General Assembly of the State of New Jersey. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you, ladies.
Wait, now. Hang on. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. It's almost. I have to say though, it's almost.
Rob felt a lot better. He was next to Marilyn. He felt taller that time. Marilyn's got the heels on though. All right, I want to bring up.
I just want to say, interestingly enough, in the resolution, it's interesting to note there are over 50 accomplishments. But in less than 1 year, we feel like we've done 50 things with you guys here. You're always celebrating and doing something. So it's just phenomenal. And God bless everybody. Keep the good vibes going. Cheers.
Thank you. I mean, what other town brings an ice rink out for their tree lighting? There's no other town in the county that did that, so I got to give that one to Jen and Mike. Mike had a few extra dollars left. We did the ice rink, which was great. Thank you, Mike. All right, I want to call up one of our very good friends to the township and our senator, Vin Gopal. Come on up, Vin.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Did not realize Siciliano was Irish, but that is okay. Oh, okay, got it. No, it's great to see everyone. We love this event. I feel like this has been like the Chris Siciliano tour for like the last 3 months. This is like our 8th proclamation. And I think, what is it, in 2 weeks to Chamber, and then I think Arnone is hosting like a open bar for you. He's gonna pay for you. So I think you've got, so there's so many proclamations. But what can we say about Chris? Chris has been a friend for a long time. Him and Lisa are incredible people. And he's doing a great job. It's hard. How many years? 16, 18 years in council, Mayor? Almost 20. That is a long time. And that is a really hard job to do. And he's been through it all. And he's seen the progress of this town really in an incredible way. He's seen different governing bodies. He had a little trouble letting go of being mayor, just a little bit. But John's on now. He's alert. He's good. I think I'll stop with the last joke. I think Steve Clayton is here in the back. They want to talk to you. I'm teasing. We love Chris. His energy, his spirit, everything about him is Ocean Township. He's related to half the town. That's how he keeps winning. I think Arnone's but he is Ocean Township, and the legacy he has left over these past 2 decades is going to keep making the town better. And we know he's going to continue to be involved, and we know he's going to be sending. I want to see him like on the other side of the planning board, or Gino, like on the planning board, coming like a post up or council meeting, come up, yell at these guys once in a while. That's what I want to see, because I think that's going to be great. So, Mayor, I have a bottle of champagne for you. We've gotten you 22 proclamations in the last month, so I thought a bottle of champagne would be going. So let's hear it for Chris now.
Thank you, Senator. Always good for a few laughs. You gotta love Senator Gopal. Thank you. All right, last but not least, I want to call up 2 of our favorite commissioners, Mr. and Mr. Commissioner. Commissioner Director Arnone and Commissioner LaCitra. And just to give you guys a little plug out here, or give us a little plug, Commissioner LaCitra and Commissioner Director Arnone have agreed to assist us here in the township at Wells Park with our own dog park. So the Township of Ocean is now getting a dog park in Wells Park. So thank you, Commissioners. We look to do that ribbon cutting sometime in April. So thank you guys. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you. Of course, Chris will want to be there. It's a ribbon cutting. So just think about this here. As we talk about him and all those great accolades we talked about Chris there. But think back, and we have a lot of people here, some old timers here that remember the days, the Ocean Township, Asbury days, my roots, my personal roots, my personal family roots. When could you ever imagine 2 commissioners from Monmouth County in the Italian American Club that are Italian, recognizing a former Italian mayor on St. Patrick's Day here at the Italian American. Only Chris Siciliano. So a little fun stuff about Chris. So we represent 53 towns. And of those 53 towns, it's big. It goes from Sandy Hook out to Aberdeen, to Upper Freehold, to Brielle, and it's a lot of geographic area there. And a lot of mayors, 53 of them. But you know what? The one thing I could count on, month after month, that would get us reelected, because we would get great notoriety, we'd be in the paper, is Chris Siciliano was going to be having a ribbon cutting, or donating a park somewhere so we could get some good photo ops there. And I drive around now and I think about all the parks here in Ocean Township here, and the GPS changed so much because it wasn't an address; it had a name to it. Now every park that we had here, but I will say one thing: Chris Siciliano was a dedicated person to Ocean Township. And that's what's most important. You know, when you stand in a small town, when you run a small town, when you run a large town, whether you run a county, whether you run the state, it doesn't matter. It's just your dedication to that entity that you are governing over. And that's what you have here with Chris Siciliano. And you know, we all look at it and we say, you know, great times. We have a great group. The best thing that a mayor can do is build a bench. And that's what you've always done here in Ocean Township. And that's what makes Ocean Township continue to be one of the top towns in Monmouth County. And so, Chris, I think I'm coming back here in a few weeks. I have to see him at work. He works for us now there. But we took that great energy that he had there and we put that great energy at the county. And I will tell you, he hasn't missed a beat there. He's doing a great job. Your loss is our gain, but Ocean Township will still be to his heart. Chris, congratulations. Great job.
So I don't have anything funny to say. Everybody said it all. So, Chris, you know what? At the end of the day, you've left your mark on the community of gracious living here in Ocean Township. You know, I think Vin said it perfectly well. Your name is synonymous with Ocean Township, and it truly, truly is. You have a lot to be proud of, buddy. You really, truly do. And I'm proud to be your friend, proud to be your colleague, and I'm proud to serve with you and continue to serve with you in Monmouth County. Congratulations, brother.
We have a proclamation also for Chris that we're not going to read here because you heard all of it, but this is just something that he can hang up in his office and know that Monmouth County supports him and thanks him for all his years of service. Thanks, Chris.
I have to say that this is what it's all about. When you see everybody come together for one cause tonight and one person to honor, which was Chris Siciliano, and I got to say that I thank our elected officials from the county and the state for coming here this evening, spending time with us again in the Township of Ocean, as they always do, and they know that this group here will continue to work together for the betterment of this township day in and day out. So Chris, we honor you this evening, and I want to thank you for your years of service. So right now, I got to say that it looks like the buffet dinner is open, so it's time to eat.
Hi everybody, we're the Heritage Irish Dance Company. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're very happy to be here. Thank you for taking your seats. The girls will be coming through the aisles, and we don't want them to get in your way. We're going to start off with them parading on for a reel. performed here tonight was a reel. They're going to move on to another soft shoe dance. We refer to this as a slip jig. This is a dance that's only performed by the ladies. The guys don't perform this. It's a very elegant soft shoe dance. When they're not performing shows and they're not in the studio dancing, they compete all over the state, all over the country, and all over the world. And Heritage has a great reputation for having success in competition. In November of 2022, we attended our regional Oireachtas, which is a regional competition, and Rihanna placed first in her age group. So very happy for her. She has that placement. She also qualified to compete in the world competition in Montreal in April. So Rihanna is going to perform her set piece for you, and this is one of the dances that she would do at the Irish Dance Worlds competition. So a bit of technical difficulty there. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're doing these set dances. This is again part of the competition. There are several set dances that are out there, and they're all uniquely designed to highlight the dancer's strengths. And many of the set dances are in honor of people who have passed, you know, certain areas of Ireland. And Sophia's going to perform Vanishing Lake, which is about a lake in Ireland. It's a beautiful, haunting, but beautiful piece. Okay, now the girls are going to come out and do a hornpipe dance. This is one of the other forms of hardship dancing. And just a comment about the costumes, because I always get asked about the costumes. All of these costumes are custom made. They are designed generally in Ireland. The designers work hand in hand with the dancer and the dance school to come up with something that is unique to them. Every dress is different, and it's something that, you know, suits the personality of the dancer. They try to take designs from motifs in Ireland or Irish theme motifs like the Claddagh or items from the Book of Kells.